Good morning, everyone. In the last class, we are trying to work with the Spring MVC application here. And in, in this Spring application here, so we had some problem with our existing project here. So I identified some issue here. So whenever we convert into the particular dynamic web project here, so the dependencies like whatever the Maven dependents we are having, so those dependents are not added into the class path here. So to add this particular class path here, first what we need here, right click on the project here. So go to this particular deployment assembly. We need to add this particular Maven dependencies here. So previously it was not there here. Because of this, we got the dispatcher servlet exception here. Now this particular dispatcher servlet exception is resolved here. So happily we are able to connect with our application here. Now you can see if I'm going to run same application here. So I copy the existing code here. Copy the existing code into our regular project here. So what happened here? So it is our ASM class issue here. Again we are getting uh, illegal argument exception. Probably due to a new Java file version is started. Which class we changed here? Custom controller class. Let me open our MVC. So we don't have this particular custom cons. Let me clean one more time this particular application. Basically, because of some changes here, so it's not taking properly. So it is our version issue here. We'll try to run one more time here. Now observe, so application is loading here. Getting the point. So this is the main page we want to see. So now we are able to see this particular main page here. But now, so what you need to understand here, if you see carefully the customer information we are having, and as of now in our customer database we don't have any data here. Now what we can do, so just click on the new customer. We need to add the customer information. So as well as after adding this particular customer information, later now what we can do, we'll try to save the data into the database here. So to add this particular customer information, now what we can do, so first click on this particular customer information. So let's see where exactly it is going here. So new customer session ID. So why we are getting session ID here? So new customer. Okay. Okay. So we'll try to implement this particular the 404 page here. So to implement this particular 404, now what we can do? So we need to work on the implementation section of this particular new customer here. Basically, okay. I want to copy this particular path information, and now what I need to add here in our customer controller, I want to define one more method. So this particular method, now what we will do, will return string here, and new customer. So I want to return this particular new customer here. And finally, here what I need to write here at the rate request mapping here. Okay, so new customer. So finally, now what we can do, whenever we are adding this particular new customer here, so we need to return this particular customer object information. We need to return the customer object information here. Basically, to return this particular customer object information, object here, now what we can pass here, map here. Otherwise, model. Customer, and here, so otherwise what we can do, we'll try to return the model and view object. So with help of the new customer. Okay, so we'll see. So this example is going to work on it. Here, now what we are doing is, whenever we click on this particular new customer, this particular method is going to call, and internally we are returning customer information. Cutting the pen. So once we return this particular customer information, now what we are doing is new customer. We need to implement the new customer JSP page here. So let me go to this particular web view. Inside this particular views here, now we want to click on the JSP, new customer.jsp. So we'll finish here. And where is our home.jsp? Here we need to copy the Spring related library here. Cutting the pen. Spring related library we need to copy here, and the title here. So new customer. Inside this particular body, now what we can do, we can take one div inside this particular div, we can go for the align center. Okay. And after this particular div, now what I'm doing here? So 1H2 new customer, and we'll go for the form here. Okay, not this form. And here we need to go for the spring related form here. This is the spring related form here, and action where we need to move, cutting the pen. Here I need to add save customer. Save customer. So once we click on the submit button, we are moving into the save customer here. Okay. And now, so what I'm doing here, we need to define the method. The method we need to define as a post method, and do model attribute customer. So these are the information we need to add. And after this, now what I'm doing here, I will go for the one table here. So inside this particular table, border, we'll define 2. After this particular border, okay, border 1 is available. So 2 is not there here. And we'll work with any cell padding. Let's see whether this particular attribute is available or not. No. In the table, we don't have. Okay, so anyway, border the table we created here. Inside this particular table, now again we need to go for the TR and TDs here. Cutting the pen. So TR and TDs here. So for each property, we are going to work for the new TR. Cutting the pen. No TR and TD. Inside this particular TD, now what I want to write here, name of the customer. So to work with this particular name of the customer, now what we can do, inside this particular TD, we can go for the form colon input here. Path here. The path here we need to define as a name which is coming from our customer class. Which is coming from our customer class here. Let me open here where we define this particular customer. Inside this particular model, we are having customer here. So these are the properties we need to match here. Cutting the pen. These are the properties we need to match here. So second one, email, and third one, address here. Cutting the pen. So these are the right. So email, and third one, address. Right. Save this. Cutting the pen. Now you can see. So here we are adding the input parameters here. Now what we can do, we need to add this particular information called submit button here. So to provide this particular submit button, now what we can do, again we need to create one more TR here. So inside this, we can go for the TD. So I want to add some space here, and here I want to add as a submit button here. Let's see whether we are having any form button here. So what is the name of the button we can add? Submit here, value, save here. Getting the point. So this is the information we need to add here. So if it is not working form button, now we can go for the input button here. So let's say if I'm going to run one more time, now what happens here? So once we click on this particular new customer button, sorry, new customer anchor tag here, so we need to go for the, again what happened? Every time I'm getting this. So now which class we are getting here? Okay, so to resolve this error, now what we can do? Maybe it's trying to load from the jar, I think. So we need to rebuild. Once it is rebuilt successfully, it is working here. But I will try to find out the solution for this as well. It is related to, because previously also identified, it is related to some version information here. Now you can see, so here we are getting this particular home page here, customer information. And if I'm going to click this particular customer button, observe here, so these are the name, email, address here. So new customer information. Correct the point. When we click on this particular customer, we are able to see new customer here. But here, what happened here? Save button is not visible in here. Okay, so instead of this, now what we can do, we can go for here. So form is not working here. We'll change border 0. Okay, so by default they are having 1, I think. So anyway, so input type is equals to, here we can go for the save, sorry, submit here. And value save. Let me refresh this particular page here. Now observe here, we are able to see save button. Okay. Now, so these are the new customer information. So now what we can do? We need to provide the customer information. So for example, here we are having name of the customer, something called Ram Kumar, Ram at the rate, something called gmail.com, and Hyderabad. If I'm going to click on this particular save, we are getting an error here. So we are not finding 404 error we are getting. So where it is moving this particular request here, it's moving into the save customer. Now what we can do? Again, we need to go for the this particular controller class. So define here save customer here. Getting the point. So now public here string save customer model attribute customer. Right. And here, so with help of this particular customer service, save customer. Request mapping here, save customer. Getting the point. And we need to understand here whether this particular, sorry, we are having mapping information or not. So we need to see, okay, so we are having the mapping information here. Now what we can do, so we need to understand the whether this particular application so is going to save successfully or not. So once it is saved, we are redirecting into the home page here, and whenever we are redirecting to the home page, we are moving into the, like, we load the object information, getting the point, and we'll try to return those object information. Let's see. So again, so I need to clean here. Run as server here. Okay. So click on this particular customer here. Okay. I'm trying to click on save here. Now you can see, so it redirects into the home page, and whatever the object information we provided here, so those objects also we are loading here. Getting the point. So whatever the object we saved here, the object is showing here. So ID we are having 23, and these are the information here. So why we are getting 23 here? Because the sequence as of now, how many sequence we are having currently. To understand the sequence here we can go for the JDBC and our inside the HB, where is the sequences? Hibernate sequences here. Currently, the last one we are having 23 here. Getting the point. So it's one by one increasing up to 23 we reached here. The same 23 with the 23 record in the customer table, one record is inserted. Select star from HB dot customer here. Now you can see 23 Ram Kumar, ram@gmail Hyderabad. Getting the point. So this is all about the single record is inserted, and the same information we are trying to show inside this particular table here. Getting the point. If I'm going to click on one more record here, something called, now what is the name we can provide here? Some different name I want to provide here. Okay, now this person is coming from the Bangalore. Now you can see, so how many users we want to add here, we can define here. Okay, so these are the three information is enough. Now we'll try to update the record here. Getting the point? So if I want to update this particular record here, now what we can do? So I want to click on edit here. So if I'm going to edit here, so this particular again 404 page we are getting here. 404. So what we can do here? Getting the point? Now again we need to go to the home.jsp. We need to provide the some like this particular anchor information here. Okay, let's see how we can implement this particular anchor information. So to provide this particular information, I want to copy this, and here I want to provide as a so JSTL tag here. So otherwise, instead of JSTL, Spring, right? Okay. Let's see, like URL in the Spring. I think I will copy. This is all about the form related here. We need to work as a tags here, and here F. And here we are getting URL here. So this particular URL we can define here. And here I want to define as a URL. Okay. Now the variable here edit. So we'll see whether this particular edit is working or not. Where we need to go here, our main page, right? Okay. So go back to here, click on refresh here. So now the data is refreshed here. Click on edit here. Okay. So as of now, why we are getting customer ID? Basically here, we need to get this particular object information here. Not this. The particular ID we need to get here. Okay. So okay, what is the ID we are having for this particular user? 23. So we need to get as a 23 here. 7 by. Okay. Let me change here. ID to. Okay, sorry. Here I miss here. Dollar symbol. No. Right. So now I am getting 23 here. So I missed the particular dollar symbol here. So because of this, we got an error here. Now if you see edit /23. So what is 23 here? 23 is a ID of this particular customer. Okay, now what I'm trying to write here, I'm trying to updating this particular customer information. Now what we can do here, we need to update this particular customer information. So to update this particular customer information, so let me stop this particular server and I want to create one more method here. And this particular method I want to return as a model and view object here. Sorry. Model and view object here and edit customer. So edit customer and with help of this particular customer, now what we will do, we'll get an ID here. So ID, how we are going to identify with help of this particular request param. So this particular request param we are getting as a, there is no name, right? Long ID. And once we are identified this particular ID, we'll go for this particular customer service. Customer service dot get customer. And here I want to specify ID here. So ID customer object we are going to get. So once we get this particular customer object here, now what we can do, we return back to the UI page here. So how we are going to return here, with help of this particular model and view. And customer. And finally, here what is the page I want to return here? So edit customer. Return MAV. And here, what is the mapping we can provide here? Let's see. Okay, edit. Go for the home.jsp. So edit and we are going to get as a ID here. The ID okay. And create our edit customer. Edit customer.jsp. And here, so title also I want to change here. And so again we can go for the same here, what we identified inside this particular, what we can call it as a new customer. Okay, so copy everything. So we'll change here edit customer and so edit customer. So where we need to move, again we need to click on the save customer. So once we update the information, again we need to save here. Okay, so back to here, model object customer here, okay, so here we can create a one more tier. This particular tier will indicating here ID. And for this particular ID, we are not going to provide any input tag here. Just simply we'll try to return here. And customer.id. Getting the point. So customer.id. So with the help of this particular customer.id, we'll print the information. Let me save. What happened here? Okay, so this is not an issue. But now we'll go for the form tag here, and we'll try to provide the hidden value. Form colon ID. Right? So this is all about the simple information regarding our edit customer. Let's see, we'll try to start the same example here. So before going to start, first we need to clean here because we are getting in some exception regarding our the ASW class related error. Okay. Now so I want to start server. I want to click on edit here. What happened here? Okay. Page is not identified. So what we created in the controller, why this particular page is not identified here? Sorry. Okay. After edit, I'm giving same information only. But what happened? Request required long parameter ID is not present. Okay. ID. What we are passing here? Customer.id. Long. So maybe it's treating as a something integer. Okay. Let me change here object to long here. So we'll start with one more example here. Okay. So we need to find out the solution regarding this. Why this particular class is every time is getting. Whenever we are changing the information, it is not loading yet. Let me take help from the Google here. So why this error is coming every time? What is the information they are having here? You need to compile with Max and Java 7 as a target if they are not been deployed. So Okay. So it's we identified it is because of 1.8 here because we are working on the Spring 3 version. Java we are working on the 10 version here. So maybe it is not supporting. Okay. Anyway, we'll clean up and we'll build our application. Okay. Now close this and close this particular HTTP error. Again, I'm trying to start the server. No. Required long term ID is not present. Okay. How this particular value is coming here? ID2. What we can do? Okay. So for now, I will change this particular logic with so different style here. Maybe we'll try with this whether it is working or not. Okay. Home.jsp. Here now what we can do? Edit question mark ID. Okay. ID is equals to 23. Edit slash. So I think now I am expecting it should work right now. We'll see whether this particular the current changes is going to give any error. Okay, now it is working here. So I will find out the solution like why the custom value is not working here. Now you can see, so we are having the customer information here. ID we are having 23 and so now you can see here we cannot I update the this particular ID because of now what we provided here hidden here. The value we made as a hidden here, we cannot update the value, but the remaining fields we can update. Correct the point. And now what I want to write here, I want to update only the name here, RAM update. I want to save here. So now Okay. So this is the different API is calling here. Edit save here. So it is appending with our edit as well. What we can do, we can go for this particular controller class. Here, value. I want to provide here, so two section of codes here. Because we are getting from the different API here. So we need to handle those particular APIs as well here. Okay, so value also will take only one here. So edit customer. So we'll try to update our project here, and we'll try to install the project. Like we'll try to build our application. So once we build here, we'll try to work on the. I'm trying to run this particular server here. Okay, let me click on edit here. Only I want to update here. Okay, let me save here. Now you can see we are getting new record here. Getting the pen. So we are getting new record here. So instead of updating the existing record here, we are getting new one. So why we are getting new one? Because of we are calling save method. Getting the pen. We are calling save here. We need to call the save or update method to update the existing record here. So here save or update. Let's see, we'll try to connect with one more example here, whether this particular example is updating the existing record or not. Okay. So let me rebuild the, sorry, I did not understand. So what it mean, like you did not Maven install means, like what you are trying to explain? So where I missed here? So MVN install is nothing but like the Eclipse only I'm building, right? Yes, yes. Just I tried here whether after clean is working or not, but it is not working here. So later I install the like I build our application here. Okay. So now you can see now what I want to write here. I want to update the 25th record here and here. So Chennai. Something here. Let me save here. Now you can observe here. So it is updated only. So we are not seeing any new record here. Getting the point. So whatever the 25th record we are having previously, the 25th record is updated here. Getting the point. So this is the way we can update the particular object here. Now what we can do, we can delete this particular object here. Getting the point. To delete this particular object here, now what we can do, again we need to change this particular logic here. Okay, here what is the logic we can change here? I want to copy, so one more f URL here, and this will indicate here delete here. Instead of id, we need to delete the particular object here. Getting the point. So whatever the object we are selecting here, the particular object we need to delete here. And I don't want to pass this particular id. I want to entire object here. So why I'm passing entire object here? Hibernate is expecting object here, so it is not expecting any value here. Getting the point. It is not expecting the single column value, whether it is the ID or name here. Okay, now what we can do, and this variable we need to change as a delete here. Okay, now, so remove this section of code, make delete here. Getting the point. So this is we need to define here. So once we define here in our home.jsp, what we can do, we need to go to the controller, copy this, and paste it here. So instead of edit customer, delete customer, and delete I want to add here. So we are not going to work for the long ID. Here we will work for the customer. Delete customer here. So we need to change the mapping information. So let me go to the service class here. Instead of this particular ID, and where is our database? This is right, and customer service IMPL. Customer. Getting the point. So this is all about all the object information. So back to our controller class, and here Let me save here. And delete customer. So whenever we are trying to delete this particular customer here, now what we can do? Simply deletion, I'm not going to provide anything here. Simply we'll delete and we'll redirect into the our page here. Getting the pen. So we'll redirect into the our page here. Now, so we don't want to this particular model objects and everything here. Simply return this. Getting the pen. So this is we need to implement here. Let me clean one more time. So we cannot go for the hash here. So with a dollar, like we are trying to make the so dynamic value which is indicating here. Okay. So now I'm trying to start this particular application here. Something line number 41. What we miss here, home.jsp 41. So what is expecting line number 41 column? Oh, sorry. Right. Something I'm missing. Yeah, not hash. Let's see if I'm going to refresh, it will take or not. Yes, it is taking. Basically, so UI related pages without stopping the server also, it will affected here. Now what we can do? So we need to click on the delete button. So which one we can delete here? Because the 26 record we can delete, the same record we are having here. So let me click on delete here. Wow. Oh, we are getting an exception here. Class class exception, I think. Conversion not supported exception. String model. Okay. Yeah. Illegal state of exception we are getting here. Failed to convert the value of type java.lang.string to object type. Okay. So maybe we are getting customer as a object here. So instead of request param, now what we can do, we'll go for the model attribute here. Whether we are having the model attribute or not, we'll see. Go to the home.jsp. List of customers, where customers. Customer. Model attribute is not available. So we need to work on the request body. Let's see. We'll try with request body. If it is not working here, we need to change the UI information here. So instead of changing, we'll return the ID. From the ID, we can we'll load the object and we'll delete the particular object here. Okay. So click on delete 415 unsupported media tabs. Okay. So this is also will not work here. The request body also, it is not working here. Basically, whenever we are sending the request to the appropriate API here, so we need to provide the information. So this request body will not work here. Now what we can do, let's see any other option we are having in the home.jsp. So here we are not having form action for this particular search here. And URL, so anchor tag for each. Instead of loading an object here, object is expecting as a string here. Okay, so instead of returning customer here, the customer is expecting as a ID. So we'll go for the same ID here. Now we'll modify the what I will do, I will load an object, I will delete this particular object here. So these are the two steps we need to perform here, because here we are not returning any model and like a model attribute here. So when we are trying to returning, so this is the way we can easily get the object information. But from here, we are not loading the object here. So whenever we are trying to load, we are getting the multiple exceptions here. So instead of getting this particular multiple exception, what we can do, so with the help of this particular ID, we load an object and finally we'll delete this particular object here. So these are the two steps operation we are performing here. Okay, now click on delete. Now you can see the record is deleted here. The particular record is deleted here. Correct the point. So this is the way we can implement this particular code operation example with help of this particular Spring MVC. So any questions regarding this particular MVC, the code operations what we implemented so far? Okay. So if we don't have anything here, so I'm requesting try to implement this particular search here. If I'm clicking search here, so we are not moving anywhere here. Okay, again we are getting something like some exception we are getting here. Okay, like 404 page. So as of now, we did not implemented any this particular page here. How? So this is I'm giving an option to implement this particular search here. basically whatever the value we are going to provide in the search keyword, so we need to take as a parameter, and we need to use a one like operator in our HQL query or any HQL or SQL query. So based on the like operator, we'll try to load the data and we'll display the particular data into this particular table here. Or you can create the different JSP page and we can show the search result here. Okay, this is all about the simple CUT operation here. Now what we are trying to do, we'll go for the, when we click on the customer here, without if the user is not entering any information, so we don't want to save this particular object. Getting the point. So if the user is not entering the information, now what we can do, so we don't want to like save this particular record here. So for example, if I'm clicking save here, now you can see empty records are inserted. Empty records are inserted here. So we don't want to insert the empty record. Now what we can do, we need to stop the user. We need to stop the user, like we need to provide the some information like validations we are going to call in the Spring terminology. We need to validate the user information. So how we can validate this particular user information? To validate here, first what we need to do, inside this particular MVC, where is the MVC model? Here we need to work on the some annotations here. Getting the point. So we need to work on the some annotations. So to what kind of annotation we can provide here? What kind of annotation we can provide? First we need to add the validation jar here, so which is coming from Hibernate. So once we add this particular jar here, now what we can do, we'll add some annotations here. So what are the annotations we are going to add? So first we'll see on top of this particular name here, not empty. We are not getting any not empty related information here. Getting the point. So to understand this particular values here, now what we can do, we need to provide the one more jar here. So otherwise we'll see size here. So size also it's not available. Okay, let me add the jar here. Maven repository. Hibernate. Sorry. Hibernate validator here. Okay, these are coming from the 6th version. We need to go for the, so okay, we'll take help from this. So final ones here. Okay. So we are trying to build this particular workspace here. Now it is completed here. Now what we can do, we'll go for the custom, where is our customer? We'll stop this. Now we'll try to find out the size annotation. What happened? No. Size here, name we can provide minimum 3 and maximum we can provide 20. Okay, based on the column size, getting the point. So we can provide here, and we need to provide the message here. So what is the message we want to provide? Something called customer name must be between 3 and 20 characters. Getting the point. And so we can go for the email. For this particular email here, we'll try to provide the pattern here. And regular expression here. Sorry. This particular regular expression, now what I want to provide here. Sorry. From A to Z and small a to small z here and 0 to 9. Right. So these are the values we'll accept here. And so message we need to provide here. Invalid email address. For this particular address also, we can go for the size here. Address also, we can give 10 here. Must be between 3 and 10 characters here. Okay, so this is all about the user information. So finally, so we need to add some information inside this particular new customer JSP. So what is the information we need to add here? The information we need to add like here, because the message we want to show here only. To provide this particular message information, what are the information we need to add? That is called error path here. Error path. Now what happened here? The tag handler error tag was not found on the Java build path. Error tag. Okay. So let's see. CSS class also we can go for the error. Okay. And email address. And so this is all about the name page here we need to provide here. And finally, what are the steps we need to add here? in our customer controller, valid annotation here, and binding result. We need to here result dot has errors here. Return new customer. Otherwise, it will move on to the previous section code. Okay, let me clean here so that we are going to delete the unwanted resource here, and we will one more time we will build this application here. Okay, now I want to run this particular application one more time here. Something we are missing here, encrypt. So JAXB exception we are getting here. We need to add this particular JAXB dependencies as well. Let me add this particular dependencies also here. And here one more we are missing here, new customer. We can go for the encrypt here. Encrypt. Okay, now so let me click on this particular new customer. Now, so I want to stop this. Let's say, oh, data integrity violation exception we are getting here. Okay, so something it is not working. The particular what we can call it as a validation is not working here. It is not stopping at all here. So basically, we implemented in the table not null constraint here. Because of this particular not null constraint here, we are getting an exception here. Now, what we can do whenever we are getting this particular not null constraints here, first we need to understand the exceptions here. save. We'll try to run the application in the debug mode. Here I want to make a breakpoint. We need to understand here whether this particular binding result is returning any values or not. Okay. So why I'm not sure here. Okay. So which application we are starting here? Let's see. I'm running this application. Okay, maybe we are having server. Close this. Okay. So we are getting false here. So because of this particular false here, it's saving an object here, and from database side we are getting an exception. But why this particular result is not handling? All object we are getting as a empty. Okay, so we'll try to change the information here. Now, so what is the information we can change here? So small tag is not an issue. Okay. Okay. So we don't want to save. Again, we are going to get an exception here. What we can do, we'll try to change up this particular patterns be provided correct only. Size private. Form errors. Error. Okay. Validation. Why this particular object is not coming? My God. Let's see whether we are having an option to change here. So login page we provided correct only. So once this particular validation is completed, we'll try to run one more time.
Hello.
Yes, tell me.
Whatever the validation that you have downloaded might be mismatched version, so that is why getting violation error.
Sorry, I did not understand.
Whatever the validation that you have downloaded, so might be mismatched that version, so not supported for validation.
What happened? Sorry, your voice is cracking there. I could not understand.
I'm asking, as downloaded might be mismatched version, or might be need to some updated version. So might be not supported.
Okay. So we'll see like how it's going to work. Previously, I tried with the same thing. It is working. Post. Okay. Error occurred billing. Oh my God. So, so what is the version? Source also we are taking as a 1.8. Dependency. Okay. So we are getting multiple errors here. Is validating? No. Oh, shit. Let me 1 second. So this is still is working internally. We need to stop. Okay, we'll go for the 10. So now we need to understand the customer controller. So here request mapping we provided, and we did not provide method here. Okay. What happened here? So whenever I convert it into the 1.7, we are getting multiple exceptions. So again, we back to the same version 1.10 here. Okay. So we are getting false. Binding result to model activator validated. Okay. So let me find out the version what we use it. 410. Save only. Validate. Because of. Okay, so I will identify this particular issue. So later, why this particular validation is not working here. So maybe I think it's taking some time. Okay. So now what we can do, so the same example, how we can work with APIs here. So we'll try with one more time here. So if it is working, okay. So otherwise, I will try to work and I let you know like what exactly what we are missing internally to get this particular validations here. Okay. Now this particular result is giving an error. Hibernate to core we identified and ORM. Okay. Whatever the jobs we added, those are the jobs as correct. 329, 329. Okay. So I will provide you recording this particular example in tomorrow because I need to work on the internally why the validation is not triggering here. And other than this, now what we can do, so we'll try to check with the same example with APIs here. So like REST APIs here. If I'm going to connect with the same application, if I'm going to connect with the same application from the REST APIs, so what exactly the changes we need to provide here? Basically, the changes we need to provide, the first thing here, so controller, when we are trying to work for the REST APIs here, so it is expecting one more annotation here. So response body here. Instead of making this particular response body, now what we can do, so we'll try to modify some code here. We'll try to modify some code and we'll return the object information here. So what are the objects we can return here? Okay. So to work with this, I need to install the, otherwise we can go for the Postman plugin. Okay. So this particular Postman plugin is working here, coming here. Now, so take me. So this is all about our Postman here. So using the Postman here, how we are going to send a request here. So to send this particular request here, now what we can do? So first we need to identify what are the errors we are going to get. So for example, if I'm going to run same example here, copy this and send from here. Now what happening internally? Now you can see, so what we are getting here is nothing but the particular page is returning here. So why this particular page is returning here? If you see here, now what we are returning here from the controller class here, we are trying to returning the model and view object here. So because of this particular model and view, we are getting the particular view page and along with some information here. So what is the list of user information we are getting? Now you can see IDs here. So 24 something Bangalore, Hyderabad, Bangalore and Chennai. Getting the point. So we don't want to get this particular information here along with the HTML information. Now what we can do, if I'm going to convert into the JSON, so we are not getting any JSON information. XML. So this is also the same output we are getting here. Right. Now what we can do, basically instead of getting this, I want to return object information here. I want to return object information here. So now what we can do? Getting the point. So to return this particular object information, what exactly the information we need to modify here? So this information we need to modify here, something called, first we need to change the controller with a response body, like a response body we need to add, because here response body is going to provide the combination between the REST API related example here. So observe, now what I will do here, I'm going to create a one more controller class. Where is our controller? Here. Maybe we are having home controller. Let me copy. Okay. I'm trying to paste same information into the home controller. But here we are not going to return any model and view. So what is the value we are going to return here? Here the list of customers we are going to return here. Cutting the point. And all customers. First we'll try with this particular example here, whether this particular example is working or not. And here the custom controller, I want to change some information, because the information everything is same, right? So ABC. We cannot make the two APIs as a same call here, because again container will get a problem here. So which controller class, like sorry, dispatcher solid will get a problem. Which controller class we need to call here? Now, so we clean this particular application. I want to build this particular application here. Okay, so it is built successfully. Let me run this particular example. We'll see how exactly we are going to get an A. Home controller. Okay, so maybe which is expecting all the parameters here. So because of this particular version problem, every time we need to build the code here, because we are working with Java 10 version and Spring is a 3 version, so it is not supporting here. Because of this, like the build is failing here every time. So manually we are trying to building this particular application here. Okay, so we'll try the same example. You can connect with 4 version here. What happened here? Okay, we'll try to find out here. .404 we are getting here. Why we are getting 404? Sorry. Okay, good. So basically here, okay. Okay. Let me rebuild one more time. I want to start server one more time here. Okay. Now I want to go for the all customers information. Now you can see we are getting 404. We are getting 404 here. So if I'm going to add here one annotation call here, so now we'll try with this annotation here. So what is the annotation we are adding here? Response body. Again, we need to clean and build here. Just for understanding, I'm showing here why without adding this particular response body, what is the exception we are getting here, and with this particular response body, so what is the exception we are going to get, or whether this particular data is returning or not. So everything we are going to understand from this particular REST APIs here. Okay, now I'm clearing this particular console. So one more time I'm sending request here. Not acceptable. Target resource does not have a current representative that would be acceptable. Okay, requesting is coming to the our application here. Okay, now value we can go for it, and method dot get. Not acceptable. HTTP status. Okay, let me provide headers also. Okay, first we'll try with this header section, whether it is going to work or not. Basically, okay, here we are getting right. This is the different one. Provide request mapping and not acceptable. What is not accepting here? Method not allowed. So this is also same. Okay. So format is maybe 406. Let me check with the not acceptable. What exact? It is the output is not expecting it. Maybe yes. We need to define this. Application.json. Current producer. Okay. Four zero four. Okay. So we'll discuss in tomorrow like why this particular the REST related application also is not working here. Basically, so the content, the return type content is not loading properly, and we'll discuss about the REST APIs. And in the REST APIs, we need to discuss some of the methods which are having. So like get method, put method, and post method. We'll observe so those methods as well, and we'll try to find out the validation, why the validation is not working. So these are the two pending concepts we are having. So once these pending concepts are completed, now we'll go for the how we can send an email using this particular application. Getting the point. So far, whatever the application we developed here, with the help of this particular application, how we can send an email to the appropriate email address here. So this section of code also we are going to discuss. So once it is completed, we'll move on to the Spring security here. Okay. So most probably, so tomorrow or day after tomorrow, we'll try to close up the Spring concepts here, but we'll try to focus on the whatever the exceptions we are getting, and we'll try to rectify the all the exceptions here. Okay. Any questions? Okay. If you don't have anything, we'll continue tomorrow. So the Postman related example also we are going to discuss in tomorrow's session.